Hello, and welcome to our Group 6 project on sustainable companies. Our company is Tesla, and we are going to go over the history of Tesla, the goals that they have set, how they are sustainable as a company in terms of their electronics, their cars, and the other sources that they're doing. We're also going to go over the history of the people in the company, such as Elon Musk, who he is, how he works, their marketing strategy, and then finally seeing because they are sustainable, is there any drawbacks from the company's viewpoint or their mission. So I'm going to be over going the goals. Tesla's goal is primarily to be only using electric cars and to essentially eradicate the use of fossil fuels. This goal is essentially the benefit for humanity in terms of what Elon Musk wants. He thinks that going pure electric would be a better source of power for cars, for housing, etc. That fossil fuels is a thing of the past, that it is something that is not beneficial to us and the environment itself. So having just pure electric cars or renewable energy is a focal point for Tesla as a company. Their car goals, um, throughout the years, they have created cars that are, again, pure electric, and somehow they have lowered the emissions of CO2, so they have been known to actually have some results in terms of this goal. They have also, throughout 2017 to 2019, they have shown increasing numbers and less CO2. So their goal is steadily going more and more towards the finish line. With each coming year, they're most likely going to have new ways and new inventions to make electrical cars a primary source and fossil fuels a thing of the past. Um, their energy goals, they essentially want to be a 100% renewable energy, which is a bold and yet noble cause that I believe is good because they want to use 100 reusable energy. It is a benefit for humanity. It's sustainable. So having it not just in our cars, but in our houses and other things that Tesla wants to do in the future is beneficial, and their goals have been starting to get met because their cars and housing has garnered good results within the customers that have used them. Their main goal is to be number one sustainable company. That is, and they're backing it up with their product lines that they have. And essentially, the CEO of the company wants to even go even broader than that in terms of, and broader and bolder by having a sense of direction to go towards out of planet. They want to go off world. They want to terraform Mars and make not just the Earth sustainable, but because he thinks that it's not going to be sustainable, that we want to push the boundaries of humanity and go to Mars to terraform and to be essentially humankind to be sustainable and to be saved if the planet does decide to go under. So that is my side of the Tesla goals. So thank you.
To be talking about the history of Tesla. So, in the year 2003, a 32-year-old Elon Musk, who had recently become a millionaire thanks to two very successful startup sales, became inspired to build an entirely electric sports car. So, the only problem with starting an electric car company was that at the time, Elon Musk had founded an aerospace company called SpaceX just a year earlier and didn't want to take on the responsibilities of another startup because currently he was already working 80 hours a week and wanted to avoid working 160 hours a week. So, with money that Elon Musk earned as a co founder of PayPal, which eBay actually bought for 1.5 billion in 2002, Elon Musk invested $6.3 million into the startup Tesla Motors in 2004. So, the production of the Roadster started in 2009, and shortly after that, Tesla Motors went public in 2010. So Tesla actually broke ground on what is called their Gigafactory in June 2014 outside of Sparks, Nevada. And once the factory becomes complete, Tesla expects the Gigafactory to be the biggest building in the world and entirely powered by renewable energy sources. Um, Tesla also gave away their car patent in 2019 for free to help spread the use of electric cars. Um, so Tesla also has pushed for solar energy and for better renewable energy sources. Tesla has other companies called Powerwall, PowerPack, and SolarPack. Um, and they also now provide Tesla Solar Roof and solar panels.
One might ask, who is Elon Musk? Elon Musk is worth $700 billion as of January of 2020. He is a tech genius. He has created some of the most well-known cars, as we are talking about today, the Tesla. We see them all over the place, and it seems like sometimes they are taking over the freeway. He is also known as a climate influencer, as he has created a sustainable company and has stated that he is interested in making an innovative car for the future. He's the owner of 8 different companies, which are SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, OpenAI, SolarCity, The Boring Company, and of course, as we're talking about, Tesla. Most recently, SpaceX had their launch into space. It was aired on CNN, and it was pretty successful after it had been delayed. So all 8 of these companies that he has, they are all considered to be sustainable in some kind of way. His actual warehouses where things are created are powered by his very own company of SolarCity. And so he creates innovation and sustainability within his own companies to support one another.
Sustainability should start from the first step, and that is one thing that Tesla is making sure they're doing. Majority of their production electricity comes from the solar panels they have on their headquarters, while the rest comes from other sustainable company, Powerwall. One thing that they do during their production is while they are making their first prototype, they change and make adjustments while it's in process versus building the whole thing and then figuring out what is wrong. By doing this, they have a better success rate, which makes sense since they've sold over 550,000 cars. By doing this, they've saved 4 metric tons of CO2 and their water usage has decreased by 45%. Not only are they sustainable within their production, but they are also sustainable on the road. Tesla's Roadster is their first production car that is powered by an energy storage system. They use 6,831 rechargeable lithium-ion batteries, and it provides 4 to 5 times the energy of other batteries. Because they use batteries, it is a fully electrical car, and so far they've only emitted 282,000 tons of CO2, compared to Ford, who has released millions of tons of CO2. Another way they are sustainable on the road is their supercharger stations. They have 18,000 superchargers globally and 2016 supercharger stations as of today. A lot of malls and universities that have superchargers offer a free 2-hour charge, which it only takes 3.5 hours to fully charge. Also, 99% of the stations in the United States are within 150 miles of population, so you never have to worry about running out of electricity. So let's compare a 2020 Tesla Roadster to a 2019 Ford F-150. The Ford F-150 truck takes about 15 minutes to fill up, give or take. It only has around 400 miles per tank. Another thing is gas prices are very unpredictable and overall it's a toxic environment. The Roadster, on the other hand, takes 30 minutes to charge and gets 620 miles. There is a solar charging option and you can charge it wherever you are. Also, Tesla puts the charging stations near tourist areas and plazas so that you can do other stuff while your car charges. Another way Tesla continues to be sustainable is by pairing up with other businesses. Green Commuter is a small sustainable rideshare business that is owned by minority women and was founded in 2014. Their company only uses Teslas since they are 100% zero-emission vehicles. They have a 200-plus mile range and seat full 7 people. With these benefits, it removes unsustainable cars off the road and improves air quality. Not to mention, it reduces the cost of mobility and commuting. Green Commuter is also partnered with Fast and LASI to operate a vanpool and on-demand shuttle service in downtown LA. The program calls for 18 Tesla Model X's to service Los Angeles. They also were awarded a grant in partnership with the Antelope Valley Transit Authority to deploy 10 Tesla Model X vehicles commuting from Antelope Valley to Los Angeles. These partnerships were created so that people could have access to sustainable rideshare services.
Hello again, it's Natsuda, and I'm just going to talk briefly about Tesla and their marketing history. So Tesla actually spends a shocking $0 on marketing. And the question is, what is the buzz surrounding the company and why are they so successful using a $0 marketing strategy? So some statistics about Tesla and other very popular American car companies is that compared to Ford, which produced 6.5 million vehicles annually, Tesla only produced 84,000 vehicles. And Ford, unlike Tesla, which spends $0 on marketing, actually spent around $3.4 million on marketing annually. So investors tend to actually favor Tesla over other American car companies, and that might be because of the buzz surrounding the company. So the company itself is what makes the company popular. People like the idea of innovation and the future, and this is what contributes to Tesla being one of the most talked about companies. So Tesla has never released a Tesla commercial, and their marketing budget, like some of their marketing budget, might be placed based on product placement in our everyday lives. And that is exactly why Tesla is so successful using a $0 marketing strategy.
When talking about Tesla, you also have to talk about how unpredictable Tesla can be sometimes. In 2010, you could buy a Tesla stock share for $20. Today, it goes for $432. And back in August 30th of just this year, the thick of the pandemic, you could buy a Tesla share for $2,000. And why is this important, you might ask? It's because it is a reflection of how unpredictable the company could be in the production and truthfulness of the company. So Tesla stock is overvalued. And if you're not comfortable with risk, then it's not the type of stock that you'd want to be investing in. Some people say that you buying Tesla stock is like you burning your own money, as you never know where it's going to end up. Elon Musk has said that he is not looking to be selling more stock, as they have all the money that they need apparently to be able to do whatever they want.
Guys, I'm Gracie, and I'll be talking about Tesla's drawbacks and benefits. So even the great Tesla has its own problems. Tesla's biggest selling point is that they developed a zero emissions car. However, Tesla uses coal-fired furnaces for the final baking stages, which spew a lot of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. This, in effect, increases the greenhouse effect that Tesla strives away from. Additionally, 65% of Tesla's battery production expenses are due to metal cost. These metals include lithium, nickel, and cobalt, in addition to some others. In order to retrieve these metals, Tesla needs to hire miners to dig into our earth and create major mining holes. Recently, there has been talk about Tesla even going into the mining business themselves. People have also called attention to the lies and over-exaggerations Elon Musk has spread about Tesla, such as The Verge, Reddit, CNN, Washington Post, and several more. A huge over-exaggeration about Tesla is how incredibly safe they are. This was going unnoticed until recently when Tesla's Model X and Model S experienced suspension failures that caused for a US safety investigation. Unrealistic comparisons, over-exaggerated, omission, overstated. These are some of the terms that third parties have used to describe Tesla's newest impact report. Impact reporting is where you describe to others the difference you have made on an issue at hand. Tesla took the opportunity to over-exaggerate their company's highlights. For example, the average ICE vehicle internal combustion engine gets around 22 miles per gallon, when in reality it's around 37. They also state that they're 100% emission-free cars, which do not have a zero carbon footprint in reality. Benefits. Tesla has technology advanced features such as streaming services, advanced parking sensors, ludicrous mode. This is where your vehicle can go from 0 to 60 in 3 seconds. This is huge for electric vehicles for the future. Finally, with the max usage of batteries, Tesla has been forced to find a way to dispose of them. They consider them to be valuable materials and should not be allowed to go into landfills. Instead, they have created a way to reuse the battery's materials in order to make other products. Lastly, the most highlighted feature of the car is its no gas consumption. Being that it's completely battery operated, you will only need to remember to charge your car like your phone or computer. In the long run, this is better for your pocket. That's the end of the presentation. I hope you guys enjoyed.